Sherfit Johnson. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell alerts.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel here at Sherfit Johnson. If you want to get more tips and you want to have more knowledge on student teaching and being a teacher overall, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because that is exactly what I'm going to give you. And I have an exclusive playlist just for that, so you're not looking around through my other videos because I have a lot. You can definitely look around through those videos, but if you're here for student teaching and materials like that, subscribe to my channel and let's keep watching. This video I am going to talk to you guys all about my first day experience during student teaching / clinical teaching. I am also going to give you guys some tips that helped me out along the way, and they should help you on your first day as well. So I started my student teaching in fall 2019, and honestly I had an amazing time. I have videos on that exclusively, so this one is just going to be on the first day. So on the first day, I would say get ready before the first day. So at least the night before, I would say be prepared, meaning check your emails, know your teacher's name, know the classroom you're going to go to, whether it's just a number or a name. They may not have, your university may not have given you everything that you need. And that was kind of for me. I only had a name, and I knew I was going to the gym because I knew I was going to be viewing and observing and working with a PE teacher because that is my specialization. But for you, your university may not tell you, and so you want to make sure you get as much information as you can. And so if the information is limited, whatever you do have, write it down, whether it's in your notes, write it down on your phone, write it down wherever you can, so that when you go to school, you know exactly where it is that you need to go. And if not, you can at least go to the front office and ask, where is Miss Nancy, where is Mr. Ken, so you can go straight there and you don't have to waste a whole lot of time. Also, before the first day of school, you want to make sure that you have everything packed and prepared and waiting outside of your room, in your room, in the corner, at your door. Just make sure you have everything ready. And when I say everything, I literally mean make sure you have your outfit out, whatever you're gonna wear for the next day, have your shoes out, have your keys, have your bag, your laptop, your supplies, whatever it is you are going to bring, have it out. Don't try to get ready or get prepared that same day because you're already gonna have a hell of a lot of anxiety because it is your first day. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm rushing, and the less pressure that you can put on yourself, the absolute better. And so with that being said, get everything prepared the day before. For me personally, it was very helpful because all I had to do was wake up, put on my clothes, and honestly, the night before, I could not sleep at all. I was so anxious and I was wondering what's going to happen, how is this person going to be? I just had so many questions and thoughts running through my mind. If you are restless the night before, it's very normal. That happened to me every day of the first day. That literally happened to me every single day of the first day of school for me my whole entire life. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens on your very important first day of clinical teaching. Next, we're going to talk about how you should dress, whether you're a female or you're a male. I would just say always dress business casual, and you don't want to be too dressy. So I wouldn't wear like a suit, or I wouldn't wear a super fancy dress and super high heels, simply because are you going to be able to keep that up for the whole entire year? Probably not. And you don't want to be wearing the same suit every day. Now, if you're a suits person and that's your personality and you plan on wearing that in your actual classroom, go for it, if that's actually you. But if not, then I would just say dress business casual. So for my ladies, you can wear some slides. Make sure you're not wearing anything open-toed. Make sure all your sandals have a heel on the back and your feet are pretty much covered. And for your tops, make sure your arms are covered, make sure your bosom is covered, your back is covered. Wear modest shirts and modest side length skirts and dresses for my ladies. So if you don't know if something is a good enough length for you, it's always the fingertip test where you put your hands down by your side, and if your dress or your skirt is not longer than your fingertips, you probably shouldn't be wearing it. And you should make sure it's not just on the sides but in the back, especially if you have a bigger butt, and you should make sure in the front if you have a bigger belly. Okay, and that's no shade, I'm just saying, just make sure you're looking modest, you're dressing business casual. And so my rule of thumb is really like, if you can wear it to church, then you should be wearing it like in the classroom. And for me, even though I did PE, I still dressed business casual for a long while before I decided to wear PE equipment, just because I wanted to look professional, I wanted to look good too, you know. For the males, I would say same thing. If you can wear it to church, wear a nice polo, wear some nice khakis, long pants for the men. I wouldn't wear shorts at all. I would stick to long pants even if it's hot in summer days. And I would say all of this can change. I would definitely wear my shirt tucked in as a man and also wear a belt. But if you go to school and you notice like the dress code is lenient and things like that, I would still dress up and not dress down. Unless like on Fridays your school may have like Jean Friday, then I would definitely participate in that. But other than that, like, you want to go in looking good, you want to go in feeling good, and the better you dress, the better you feel overall. Okay, also I would say to make sure you pack your lunch the day before, because you don't know your schedule just yet. You don't know the schedule of the teacher that you're following. And so with that being said, you want to make sure you have your food prepared. Now, you can say, oh, I have 30 minutes to go get my lunch, but you might not know the area, you might not know the exact time, it might not be the time that you're used to eating, it might be a little bit later. So you could have like an extra snack if you get, somewhat hungry the beginning of the day or the end of the day. But the biggest reason that I say to pack your lunch is because if you go out and get your lunch and then there's traffic because you don't know the area, or there's a lot of people out at that time and you don't know this, you could get stuck in traffic and then you're coming back to your classroom late, and you don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to make your very first day be a bad impression. And yes, you can say, well, they know it's my first day and I didn't know. This is true, but you would rather be safe than sorry, because I can guarantee you, if you only had 5 minutes to get back to your class, you will feel anxious, especially on the first day, and you will feel like, oh no, I just made a mistake, I made the biggest mistake. So I would just say, on the first day, bring your lunch. Also, bring your ID. So whether it's your ID badge from your school, you're like a university. My school did not give me a specific ID badge. However, the school that I was student teaching at, they required me to bring my ID so I could sign in, so they could take photocopies of my ID. So even if you don't drive, make sure you have some type of ID for them to be able to put on file. If you forget this, they might send you away and turn you away, and you do not want that to happen to you on your first day. So make sure you do have your ID handy and ready, and if you have an ID from the school, make sure you put it on your shirt so people can see and recognize who you are. It's very important to wear your ID badge, because a lot of things are happening in schools and you just want people to know like you are where you're supposed to be, and you don't want anybody like security or the teacher stopping you and returning you to the front, or having to explain, I'm here for student teaching, I'm here with this teacher, and you don't have a badge. You just always want to look professional. You always want to look like you belong, like you're supposed to be there. Once you finally get into your classroom, I would say definitely go to the class early, at least 30 minutes. I know that sounds like a lot of time on the first day of school, so you can talk to the teacher a little bit, get to know them, get to know their personality, and you can also tell them a little bit about yourself. And you can make sure you find parking, you can make sure you sign in, you can make sure if there's traffic you beat it, or you're there on time because it was traffic. And so that is one of the things that I definitely did. And then you can also help the teacher set up for anything they need to set up, or you can know exactly what they're wanting you to do during your first day. And so for me, I know that my teacher wanted me to make sure I was telling the students who I was, my name, my school. They just wanted me to tell a little bibliography about myself. And so make sure you have something like that prepared, because on the first day, typically the teachers tell the students, give them like a little PowerPoint or something with information about themselves, and you don't want to just go over there and say, hey, my name is Imani Johnson, and yeah, I'm here to look at you guys and observe and teach a class, and I think that's it. You want to have something to actually share with your students, because you're going to eventually want them to open up to you. So make sure on the first day you're opening up to them. So with that being said, when your students arrive into your classroom and you see them all day, whether you have one class the whole day or you have several periods, you want to make sure you're at the door greeting the students, so they're familiar with you and your face. On my first day, I didn't do that, simply because I was a little bit, I guess, shy / nervous, and because I'm only 5'2" and 130 pounds, the students are bigger than me a little bit, taller than me, and like bigger than me, like they weigh more than me. They thought I was a new student, and all I could hear them saying is like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, she's a new student. Like I could hear them passing by saying that, but little did they know I was not a student. I'm their teacher. And so that may be something that happens to you, especially like a lot of the female teachers, they're small, and the generations under us are a lot bigger than us. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So with that being said, along with greeting, make sure you are not shy, make sure you are not meek. The first day, it's okay to observe and just look and see what's going on, but definitely whenever you do speak with projection, speak with your chest, so that the students know, like, yes, she's here, she's watching, but she's not shy, she's not afraid, she's not scared. Because as soon as you put off shy, afraid, and scared, the students are going to take that and they're going to run with it. They will try to run over you, they will try to get over on you, and whatever you do on day 1 will stick with you to day 10. So you can't try to be super nice in the beginning and then at the end try to pound them, because by that time they already figure out who you are and they no longer care. So I would just say be bold and don't be shy. And I'm not saying to be mean, I'm saying to be respectful, but still let the students know you're the teacher, not just a student teacher, but you're the teacher, and you also have leverage in this classroom. Like, your voice also matters in this classroom, because for some reason student teachers can be looked down upon, like, oh, you're just a student teacher, you can't do anything. So make sure they know, like, no, I'm the teacher too, and I'm here for the whole semester, and you're gonna act right. Also, make sure you walk around the classroom a lot. For me, that is pretty easy because I'm a PE teacher and most of it is physical activity. But for you, if you're in a classroom setting, the teacher might already have a desk set out for you or may give you a desk to sit in. I would not stay and sit in that desk. I would walk around, get to know the kids, help them, help the teacher. If she offers for you to do something like during the warm-up or anything like that, I would definitely do it. But do not just stay and sit in one place. Go around, look over a couple shoulders, observe, say hi, ask them, their name, ask them anything really, not anything, but ask them things, to get to know them. Ask them their struggles they may have in the class. Like, what are you struggling in math? What can I do to help you? How do you think this year is going to be successful for you? Just try to ask them questions like that, rather than just sitting and watching. Because when they notice that you're just sitting and watching, they think of you as like a bookshelf, like you're just there and you don't matter, you're not important. So that goes along with making yourself seen, known, and heard, and that's very, very important, because again, you have to start how you want to end. So if you're going in and you're starting off as a bookshelf, quiet, that's how they're going to expect you to be towards the end. And then once you try to put your voice in, they're going to be like, girl. And if that's really hard for you, I would honestly say just fake it until you make it. Like, go in, talk to yourself in the mirror, and tell them how you Like, speak to them how you would want to speak to them in the mirror. Like, give yourself practice. Talk to your cat, talk to your dog, talk to your stuffed animals, your pillows, your friends, because it's going to be very important. Like, literally just fake it until you make it, which means pretend until you feel comfortable enough to be who it is that you want to be. You know who you want to be already. You already have done your field basing. No, it's not your classroom, but you're going to be there for a full semester. So just go ahead and put your foot in and show them the teacher that you are. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. If you have a specific video or topics that you want to hear, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section as well. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And check out my other videos and my teacher playlist. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Sure Fit Johnson, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell alerts.